Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Woof! This is episode 706 of the series for your Monday. Happy Monday, everybody, for your Monday, September 17th, 2018, as we break out of the properly constructed hidey hole. Get rid of some of this miscellaneous inventory garbage. Grab Wolfie, and he is just gonna continue west without us here in Minecraft Beta 173 to those far lands, as we've been continuing doing so since 2011. That is a oceanic skeleton, isn't it? Just out there in the middle of the deep blue yonder. But yeah, we are continuing on, episode 706. A weird number I noticed right before I loaded the game. Well, maybe not weird, but an interesting number is the world save file. The world save size, as is listed on the Minecraft game when you load the game, 26,292 megabytes. 26292. Which reminds me a bit of our first F3 number, which was 292202, or 262202. There was a lot of 2s and 9s and 6s. I don't remember specifically what it was anymore. But yeah, I just thought that was funny. So we're well over 26 gigs of a Minecraft world save of just walking in a singular line. Ha! That's fine. All right. Ah, dang it. Oh, jeez. Everything's fine. Just a little bit of a cliff diving there. You know, we're thrill seekers. That was gnarly, dude. Totally gnarly, dude. Ah, jeez. I don't know how I messed that up so thoroughly. All right, are you fine now, Wolfie? Let me see your tail. No? Took a, just a half a heart there. Our iron boots. Yeah, Wolfie's fine. All right. What a noob. What a noob who's been doing this for 7.5 years. But yeah. I just thought that was funny, and apparently it has taken my attention away from the task of staying alive here in Minecraft. We haven't died in this world yet. Since we loaded the world in March 2011, we have never died. That's not like part of the record or sort of the thing I'm trying to do. It's just sort of accidentally happened, so it's worth noting. I say that just in case I do die. Nobody gets upset. Another number worth noting is the number we've raised this season for direct relief charity, $17,733.60 over at farlandsorbust.com. Keep donating, keep asking questions. I've got a nice list of questions here. Things to talk about in upcoming and this episode of Farlands or Bust. And, of course, helping out the charity, as we've been doing as well. It's much appreciated for all the support there. At $20,000, we'll do the Kurt Reacts to Kurt's Guinness World Record video that he's never watched. And then at $25,000, we'll be building the Lego Saturn V rocket. And then, of course, at 50,000 is the goal at which we press F3 to finally see how far we've walked. Indeed. Oh, Wolfie. Oh, Wolfie. Oh, you're fine. All right. So, yeah. Woo. The seasons have changed here anyway for the Pacific Northwest. I decided to look around, like, where my friends live, and back home in, like, Chicago and stuff. And it's still summer. It's still very much 90 degrees out for everybody else. But up here in Seattle, the temperatures have dropped. The rain has started. The alert! The comforter is back in the duvet. The comforter is back in the duvet. I just did that today because it's getting cold at night. Haven't turned on the heat yet, though. That hasn't been necessary. But it's been getting down in the low 50s, upper 40s at night. It gets a little bit chilly. What do I need to do here? Could probably use more wood. let's just use up the rest of this wooden axe, and then we'll switch over to our new iron one. So yeah, the temperature has changed. Rain has begun. And the seasonal depression has set in. Only a little bit, kinda. I just feel out of energy. I've had a very busy few weeks. Last month was pretty busy. I was out and about. We had PAX, Cone Dodger in town, worked on the car a lot. Wolfie. Did a lot of fun stuff like that. Oh. So maybe I just need to recover from such things as these. Or get back into a groove or something. But, yeah. I hope we get a last glimpse of summer or something like that. I don't feel like I took advantage of it. Kind of difficult to do such things when your job is to stay indoors and play on computers all day, which I know is such a terrible thing. Such a terrible scourge of a life to be living. But, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Hopefully, it's yeah. the winters here are pretty bleak. they're pretty bleak indeed. I mean, I guess I've only really lived one full winter here. I moved here in March, so I got the tail end of the first one. But yeah, that's interesting. That's what I remember. When it does get sunny during the winter, it's like, ooh, sunny is when it's actually like super cold. It's when the atmosphere is high pressure, low pressure. The pressure has changed in the atmosphere to allow the colder air to settle, as opposed to the warming blanket of the gray clouds of Seattle. But yeah, the seasons have begun to change here indeed. And I am trapped on this cliff. We've already taken one ankle twister of a fall. Let's take it easy down here, Wolfie. Cringing. Oh, you're fine. All right, let's go down this way. I feel a little bit safer over here. Wolfie does too, apparently. Indeed. What else? I don't think there's anything else new in particular. We've started playing Shadow of the Tomb Raider on Twitch. I suppose I'll start uploading that to YouTube as well. It's a video game that works. It's not really a Tomb Raider game still, and it feels not as even good as the previous ones. And you know how good I felt the previous ones felt. So I don't know, but we're playing it. We're working through it. We're making it entertaining for ourselves, aren't we? So, in case you're curious about that, that'll be coming. The VODs will be coming to YouTube shortly, and you can probably still check out the live stuff on Twitch if you'd like. Well, let's get to some questions, why don't we? Speaking of video games that I did like, Brian asks about if I would consider playing Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice in VR if you were given, loaned, donated a VR setup. That's right, there is a Hellblade VR edition that everybody who owns the normal edition was automatically given. Like, I would try it. I don't know if I'd play the entire game like that. I watched a little bit of the introductory video about it, and they apparently did a lot of research and testing and design related to how a third-person game like Hellblade would play in VR, and they came up with some interesting solutions. I've never tried VR. I would be more apt to use VR for, like, racing games. I've mentioned this so many times before. I feel like VR is good for, like, cockpit-based games, flight simulators, racing games. I'm interested to know how it would work with third-person games, like I said, like Hellblade, but like first-person shooter games. I'm not into horror games anyway, so I wouldn't be into them in VR either. But yeah, I think it's as I've maintained, it's not the future of gaming, just like 3D movies and 3D televisions was not the future of movies and TV and video. It feels like a gimmick, a method of playing video games, just like obviously playing racing games with a wheel and pedal setup. You can enjoy that, but the most, I suppose, popular, widely accepted, widely used method is more arcade with a controller sort of video games. I fell off. Dang it. Oh man, I'm a little bit out of it today. All right, let's make sure nobody can climb up here with us and continue in the morning. And awakeness. So what are you saying, Brian? You're gonna give me a VR setup for a gift? Is that what you're saying? Hmm. It would be interesting. I don't know if I wonder if like space games would be interesting in VR. Like I mean, not, you know, No Man's Sky or whatever, but more so like Space Engine. Would that be interesting in VR? I feel like it would. If like you could get the 3 dimensions down. And like that sense of floating in space would be very interesting and also maybe terrifying. That I'd be interested in. But yeah, I think it's kind of a never going to be a primary. It's not the next big thing. It's a big thing, but it's current and it is its own thing. Indeed. Brian knows all about that. Like, how did Google Glass turn out for you there, Brian? David has some questions for us with their donation. What is your first throw for rock, paper, scissors? I feel like you're just trying to bamboozle me. Next time you meet me, you're gonna challenge me to rock, paper, scissors. I can't remember the last time I even had a rock, paper, scissors situation thrust upon me. And if I give it away, then everybody will know how to beat me. I think that the best strategy is to not have a dedicated first throw. You randomize is what you do. So I don't have an answer for that. Or do I? Do you remember any other names you considered when you first named Farlands or Bust? Have there been any other names since that you wish you would have used? No, I think Farlands or Bust is the best one. I remember asking people way back in the day, back in like episode 29 or whenever I started it. Well, I started walking to the Farlands, and then I decided, oh geez, people are starting to actually enjoy this and watch this. I should maybe think of a name and also do like a charity thing along with it, because it's a walkathon. So I asked people like what it would be. And I can't even remember what like the other suggestions were. Like Farlands or Bust is like, what else could it possibly be? That's the name of it, clearly. There were other ones that were like, well, that'd be pretty good, or oh, that'd be unique. My problem, the reason I was kind of hesitant about Farlands or Bust, I think, is because it felt too easy, right? It's like pop up or bust, you know, whatever or bust. But it worked out. It worked out. I didn't think of the. I think we thought of FLOB, the acronym, much later too. So yeah, I don't wish I named it anything else. Ho, hello. That creeper does. Well, that's kind of a dead end anyway, so I think I'll go this way. See you later, creeper. A little bit of a detour here. We'll be fine. Just enjoying the sights. So yeah, does anybody else remember like other ideas I came up with or suggestions? Look at all these rude dudes. Ah, rude dudes. All right, let's... Oh, jeez. All right, they can't follow. Not that they can pathfind in this version, but It's fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Tam Troll asks who would win in a fight, aliens, zombies, or robots? Robots. Because they don't feel pain. Or do they? I'll go with robots. Is that the right answer? Did I pass the test? Whoa, that pig shot out. Like a pig out of dirt. Woo, so many pork chops. The dragon goes roar, asks, since stone is so plentiful, you literally keep throwing it away, like I did at the beginning of this episode. Have you thought of conserving your limited iron supply by crafting some tools, thus allowing you to save the iron for your sword and armor? I've never run, well, maybe I have run out of iron, but I've never, like, been desperate for iron. Like, it's not like we're in a barren landscape here. We can always find iron. I mean, I'm using a wooden axe right now, so I think just using the iron is just kind of a habit. It's better than wood and stone, and lasts longer, so I'm not wasting so much time, like every 2 episodes, having to craft a new pick or something like that, right? Unlike boats, where every episode I have to craft like 27 boats. Well, maybe like 4, but whatever. 27, 4, same thing, right? Math. Let's do that. So yeah, I guess I'm also not ever really collecting a lot of stone. That being said, except for at the end of each episode, if I happen to make an end of the episode hidey hole in like shallow stone, a lot of the time it's mostly dirt, which is why I'm always got stacks of dirt I gotta get rid of. So yeah, I don't put as much thought into these things as perhaps maybe you think I do. Like that's possible. I'm not trying to min-max this or be too crazy awesome of a Minecraft dude. I'm just walking and talking. I got a wolf. Like if I really wanted to min-max it, I wouldn't have a wolf. That slows me down and gets me into trouble more often than not. But we got Wolfie. Yep. Good timing. Powers asks, if you were a fish, what kind of fish would you be? Freshwater? Saltwater? I myself think I would be a salmon because they stay in cold water and their life is hopefully pointless. Hopefully or hopelessly? Maybe they have a lot of hope about their dreams and aspirations, going upriver, jumping up waterfalls, avoiding getting eaten by bears, those sorts of things. Obviously, you missed a chance to be a shark. A great white shark. Sharks are fish, and they've evolved over millions and millions of years to be perfect machines of swimming speed and eating teeth and sleek power, speed, power. I don't know, I think sharks are cool. Don't you think sharks are cool? I'd be a shark. Ooh, look at this waterfall. It's going all the way. Well done, waterfall. Yeah, like, why would you not be a shark? Like any shark. Be better than a fish. Just a dumb old fish. Be a shark. That man Sam, with their donation, asked, how will you determine exactly when you've truly reached the Farlands, and how long will it take you to walk back home? Well, that second part of the question is making a lot of assumptions that I want to walk back home after reaching the Farlands. I'm also assuming that that man Sam might not know what the Farlands are. We're playing in Minecraft Beta 173. It will be quite obvious when we reach the Farlands because they are indeed a place, and they do indeed have a specific geography. It's going to be a solid, well, not solid, it's going to be a wall, a vertical wall. That's pretty much all upside down and inverted terrain generation. And that happens at exactly 12,550,820 blocks in any direction. In every direction from 0, 0. The last time we pressed F3, we were 3.1 million blocks, which is about 24, so we're more than a quarter of the way there. It was 24.83% of the way there. So yeah, at 12,550,820 blocks is when I can point and say, those are the Farlands. We are here. I'm not going to be the first person to go to the Farlands. People have teleported themselves to the Farlands before, and it's fairly easy to do. I'm trying to do that without such ease and cheatery. I'm going there the old-fashioned way, just by playing the game. It's the vanilla version of the game here. That is where the challenge is, and the adventure. You know what else is there? Sleep. So let's do that. And a Farlandsness. You know what? People seemed upset that I didn't take easy to grab coal, so let's take this easy to grab coal. Not that I necessarily need it for too much, other than the occasional torch, but might as well. Got him. Oh, that's what was missing from this part of my inventory, was coal. Let's see here. And the walk back home, I don't, like, we're only a quarter of the way there. We're not going to think about that. I feel like whenever we reach the Farlands, I think we can rest our weary heads for a while after that. Oh, man. Tenacity, that's a name that's familiar. Tenacity asks, I started watching your videos when I was in middle school, and now I'm in college. Isn't that wild? Yes, I have aged 1,000 years learning this. I wanted to ask, over the course of Flob, has there been something that you look back on and think, wow, it's changed so much since then? Well, the YouTube viewership and ad revenue is probably the most prominent reminder of how much things have changed. Possibly not for the best. Definitely not for the best. I also just got a message on Reddit from someone a while ago. Someone commissioned Farlands or Bust art from Six Alona, I believe, for their daughter, who was, I can't remember, in elementary school at the time. And now I think they just updated me that she's going into high school, or is in high school, and is going into the sciences, and was really inspired by the introduction to space and science and all the wacky, nerdy stuff I talk about in Farlands or Bust. So that's kind of crazy to think about, and weird, as somebody who, I myself, obviously if you're like a parent or whatever, obviously it's pretty easy to take note of the passage of time as your kid grows up, but I don't have that, nor maybe want that. So, to have just those little updates makes it far more obvious, while me, myself, and I have certainly gone through changes in my life. where I live, relationships I have, people I know, people I don't know anymore, etc., etc. New people I met. It's a little less obvious changes in your own life versus periodic changes you see in other people's who maybe you don't keep up with on a day-to-day basis, right? But yeah, I mean, the obvious changes is the changes regarding the platforms we're using, the world in which we exist. It's, yeah, and how out of kind of our control everything has been. Really, yeah, it's tough to put into words, and I don't want to keep dwelling on the YouTube stuff or whatever, but it's very difficult to put into words. Might be a spawner, but I don't see any cobble, so I can't. It's against the rules. Indeed. Anonymous has a question. My question is, if the IAU, the International Astronomical Union, which they did not provide me with, but I'm pretty sure that's what they mean, came to you and said, Kurt, you must name a star for us. What would you name that star? Say it's a red giant, if that matters. Well, I think they don't name stars. First of all, so I'd be like, are you sure? Because you've never done this before. They just name them catalog numbers, really, is what they do. Stars don't have names unless they're like the bright ones, you know, like Sirius and things like that have been named in centuries past. So, I don't know. I would name it Starry McFusion Face. I would name it the Sun. Put all one word, the Sun. Just to really confuse people. Oh boy, yeah, I don't know. I've never thought of that. I would name it zombie. I would name it Juno. Wolfie? I don't know. I honestly don't know. That's like the third pool of lava that I've come across today. It's getting dangerous here in the Farlands or Bust world. Not to mention the cliffs I accidentally fall off of. So yeah, I don't know. I would name it farlandsorbust.com. Twitter.com/KurtJMac. Please subscribe. Centauri. Yeah. That's I'm not sure. That's a tough one. That's a real tough one. Like, I haven't, like, people ask me, well, what did you name your car or your cars? I don't name my cars just because I couldn't come up with them. Even naming Juno was difficult. I kind of, like, adopted her already, and I just kind of was like, oh, let's try Juno on for size, and I really didn't commit to it, but then it just stuck because I kept calling her Juno. Could have been Ceres, could have been something else. Senua, even, I don't know, that would have been weird, but no, yeah. I'm bad at naming things. That's why I'm not gonna have kids. Bad. Room Viking hitting us with the easy questions here. Room Viking asks, what is your ultimate purpose in life? Oh, this old chestnut. So back to the naming a star thing. Woo! I better figure out my purpose in life because it sounds like I'm about to die. Oh boy, that was weird. I just started laughing and I think I like inhaled a mote of dust. What is your ultimate purpose in life? I don't think there can be one. If you just have one purpose, what happens if you achieve it? I think my only goals should be to be kind and helpful and you know, like, be a good person, like, right? Like, and be kind to other people and the world, and hopefully spread similar ideas that others may follow as an example. You know, that's the only thing you can do, is have that goal in mind, to be mindful, genuine, selfless, but also self-care, you know, understand your own needs, or else it's going to be difficult to keep up with those needs of others. Yeah, you can. What is your ultimate purpose in life? Does anybody have an answer for that question? If you do, you're probably a jerk. I'm just saying. But, whoa, speaking of Farlands, it looks like this, except it's the entire world and solid in all directions. It's pretty neat. Let's, oh lord. How about you? No, no, no! Okay, yeah, right there is fine. Thumbnail. Hey, Wolfie. Hey, Wolfie. Oh, there you go, sorta. No? Sure, that works. Okay, this might be dangerous. We've done it. As Wolfie? Yep. Well done! This is neat. This is real neat. What is your ultimate purpose in life? Well, this thing is practically floating. Cool, very cool. Very cool indeed. There's a sheep. There's a thing. There's spooky noises. Ooh, yeah, well, there's good reason for them spooky noises. Let's dig in right here. This looks fine. Have a seat, Wolfie. Let's illuminate such things as these. Sure, why not? We're going all out. This is a proper giant full-size tidy hole for the end of the episode. And thank you, everybody, for all these questions, even the ones that got a little bit too deep. You can ask your own questions when you donate to Direct Relief Charity. Just go to farlandsorbust.com, click on the banner at the top, or there's buttons and banners and links throughout the website taking you to our Tiltify campaign, raising money for Direct Relief, and get us closer to our goal and help out an awesome charity. And yeah, get us closer to those goals, like I said. And I'll answer questions in future episodes of Farlands or Bust here. And I do appreciate you watching. I hope you all had a good weekend. I hope you all have a good week ahead here. My inventory is suddenly extremely full. You know what? Let's just break this. Yeah! Inventory slot available. And yeah, farlandsorbust.com. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time. I better figure out my purpose in life because it sounds like I'm about to die.